Okay guys, now look, I just mounted my aftermarket carbon fiber spoiler onto my 98 Eclipse here, and notice uh, these gaps here is still there, so I'm gonna have to redo it at another time. Go to lower or find some rubber, thick rubber piece, and just glue it on through this gap right there on I think, yeah, most likely all of the brackets are having that same side gaps, but it's not so much like the brackets up there. These brackets up here, they're okay. Just need some little uh, fill up the gap like a little bit over here. But for this over here, it got better. The gap went down over here. But notice, guys, my 98 Eclipse, the Eclipse model, this model, the back of the trunk is kind of curvy. So out here it gets a little bit more curvy on this side. That's why it's not straight. So when I mount it, completely on tight, it's kind of bent down. You see, it bent down a little bit, but it's not much of a deal. If you really look close, you see the bend, like it bend down, like right, because I bolted tight down on both of the brackets. That's why it bend down, but you can't hardly tell if you look from an angle or far away, you can't really notice, you can't really see it. But if you look real close, yeah, I can see when I look real close, it's kind of, it have like a bend down, like around this side right here. And what it is you want to go ahead tighten all the nuts and the bolts up. Sometime on some of your spoiler, you're gonna have to losing this bracket out, this whole bracket up, and just have to mount this bracket on first onto the trunk. Then you can put this install this bracket with the wing down lastly, because there's a bolt in the middle. Like I was tightening all these bolts before the bolts, and what it is how I tight it. This bolt was short, and when I tightened it, it got longer, because I guess that's why it got, you know, the dent. I mean it makes it's kind of swole down a little bit, but I mean you cannot hardly ever tell it. Like look on the side right here, it's kind of bent down. The more I tighten the bolt, the more it's gonna bend. But I mean, I already done it. I did it, so I just go ahead and tighten all up. So just use it depends on what nuts you use. I use the nuts. It takes 1/2 socket, and on the other kind, which is the short bolts of it, the short bolt, I use the different size nuts, which is um, 12 millimeter. Same like this one, it's a 12 millimeter. And for the back one right here, they are 1/2 millimeter, 1/2 SAE socket. So basically, I've tightened it. Make sure you want to have the lock washer on, like I had. I'm gonna redo it, so I'm gonna put a bigger washer, like a bigger one. This is kind of small, but it works. So I'm gonna have to, when I redo it, I'm gonna put a bigger washer and glue it down with some rubber piece underneath here. So it's all good now. Um, Next thing I would do is well, of course, uh, it's not clean yet, but I just installed the wing on the side, and it doesn't really matter how the wing this piece right here. I guess it looked like most people would install it like this. It'll look nice like this, like the straight edge is on the top, and the curvy on the bottom, and the small pointy on the front side, and the big point, on the back side. So it looks just like a wing. If you look on the side like that. And so there it is, guys. And the next step is I'm going to install the other side, because before uh, I think someone broke, they walk by and they break it, and I had to buy me a new material. This material is acrylic material. I have to find like all around the town to look for that company, and they're willing to cut the acrylic for me. So it's not like real carbon fiber, it's like acrylic, this piece right here. So it cost me like 20 bucks just for this. And I finally found a place where they make it, and I was so excited and happy. And I went home and measured it, and I was in the middle of drilling, but I haven't drilled yet after I make the hole. And so I didn't really install it on back then. I took it off, and now I'm installing my wing onto the 98 Eclipse, and I'm gonna redo it again, finish it up. Basically, how you make the hole is just kind of using two-piece, put it together, and then from the other side, like this is gonna be like that, you know, put it together like that, and on the other side, go ahead and draw get a pencil and draw a, laminated print through it, copy drawing the circle, the hole right there, make a mark, circle mark right there, like through from this side. You can do it. It's pretty easy. So just follow my video and you see it. So just put it together like that, and on the other side, you go ahead and take a pencil and draw the hole from this piece over here through this piece right here. Okay, just like that. And I've made this hole like years ago. I just didn't finish it up, but I'm gonna finish today. And basically, it's already done. I just got to drill the hole out. Make sure you want to drill the same side hole. I'm gonna take you over here. I got it ready, set up with my hammer drill. And basically, this hole is an M6 hole. So this bolt right here is gonna bolt onto this hole here. Okay, it's an M6, so make sure you get an M6 because whatever the hole onto the back of uh, of the spoiler wing here that goes on here, like this hole right here, it takes an M6, okay? So you can't put an M8 or drill another hole. If you do, it's gonna mess up your thread, because when they install it, this thread, they make this spoiler. Um, when they make this spoiler, they already installed the right side thread. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's really sunny, and see that M6 thread hole. So it's already set up like that. You're gonna have to use an M6 bolts. Okay, this M6 bolt right here. So I'm gonna take you guys back here to drill the hole. Show you guys how I'm gonna drill the hole, and after that I'm gonna mount it on and show you guys how I mount it and which washer should I use to mount it. But it should be really easy. You guys should already know by now. But I'm gonna finish it up and show you guys about that anyway. So I don't know if you guys can really see because the sun like that. I'm gonna have to move this over here so you guys can basically see brighter when I, there you go. You can see brighter when I work on this right here. Okay, just make sure you level before you drill, and I have to level it out. Okay, and then now just plug in the drilling driver. Make sure when you use the drill, the drill right here, the drill bits, make sure it's kind of like the same size like M6 or smaller, because you don't want to drill any bigger than an M6 size. Okay, um, so make sure this drill bit is smaller than an M6 or M6. Okay, so it'll fit into this bolt right here. That's it, guys. So I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna plug up my I'm gonna go ahead and plug the hammer drill here so I can drill it, so let you guys see it. Get ready. You can use your both feet and just kind of step on this like this. Make sure you don't break it. If you don't level it, don't do it. If like right here, it's not level. That's why I'm not gonna step on it. I'm just gonna go ahead and drill like this. See? Make sure it's really center, and make sure you mark the circle really carefully. You don't want to move around when you mark it, or else you know the hole will be messed up. I'm pretty sure mine was straight, so I'm gonna go ahead and drill it now. Wow. Yeah, I got nothing to hold it, so make sure your foot is out the way. And it's acrylic. It's acrylic material, so you see acrylic, you know, kind of dries out and spins out. So, and then I'm gonna test the hole. The hole is going through good. And guys, I can just go ahead and after that peel out this because this is a paper. This this outside is the glue paper. I can just peel the paper out to see the black. Okay, just like the wind, the color of the wind. The wing there is black, so under here is black. I just gotta peel out the paper. Cause that when they cut it for me, they got the whole piece like that already taped up, and it's a big acrylic piece, and they just cut it out for me, and same size that I had to draw it out. Oh yeah, remember I had to draw it out before they cut it. Um, have to have to bring I have to bring the other size so they can measure it up too. That's basically it. That's very easy. So through this hole over here. Okay, just finished drilling this hole over here. Make sure you don't bend it, because if you bend it, the hole will get bigger. Okay, so just drill it straight on. So now I just measure both of my holes right here is fitted on to the M6 bolts, and I can just go ahead and test. Well, this hole right here is a little bit narrow, so I'm gonna have to drill a little bit more on this just to make it a little bit bigger. Just kind of make sure after you drill, you test the bolts, the M6 bolts, and it fits on through the hole. Then that's good. If it don't fit through the hole, which means it's not done yet. And don't worry about the scratches outside here, all around it, because I'm gonna use a bigger washer to cover it up, just like over here. Yeah, let's go. We're done here. Just like the other side of the wing when I install it on this right here. I'm gonna talk with you about it. Um, this right here, see that? There's a little O-ring that came with it, but I lost this O-ring somewhere, or it's been damaged, so I have to use these kind of O-ring that I have, or you can just go find you a new one, buy you a new one, just the same size, as long as the same size, that it'll fit through the M6 correctly, just like this. Uh, don't have any space or anything, you know, as long as the hole fit through the thread real good, and it will look just like that. It'll look just like this side over here. See that? And this is a different kind of washer I'm gonna use. I might have to use a little bit bigger washer, um, but I lost one of these kind of bolts, so I have to use the I have to use this kind of bolts here over this side. You see? So there's just gonna be one hole. I'm gonna have to use this bolt. And the good thing about this bolt is I don't really need to use a washer. It's a bigger head bolt, you know. So I'm good. I just gotta use one of my old washer for this bolt right here, and that should be good. Okay. And now before I'm gonna peel out the paper here, before you want to peel out, you know, because you never know what happened. You want to mount it on just the way like this one over here on this side, the driver's side, just like that. Over here on the passenger side, it's gonna look like this. The straight on the top, and the small curvy on the front of the car, and the big curvy on the back of the car, just like a wing. And I'm gonna be ready to mount it on like right now. Okay, so I'm gonna peel out the paper, and I'm gonna mount it on. Then after that, I'm gonna shoot a video when I'm done, like cleaning it and already done installing everything. Okay, so I'll see you in my next part video, which is part 13, I guess, by now. So let's see what else I need to go over. After this, I'll have to go get me some exhaust gasket so I can redo the gasket on the exhaust, and before I can ride it. And then I have to get some more new oil to do oil change, because this car just rebuilt. I have to do an oil change like every 500 mile or 1,000 mile. It can't be 3,000 mile. I have to keep doing it like for 2 or 3 times, and then I can go back to normal, change oil change normal. But right now I have to change it really often. So that's it, guys. I'll see you in my next video, on like other videos if I'm doing some more videos after this. But there will be a last part video showing you guys after I install the spoiler, my aftermarket spoiler wing, carbon fiber wing here. And I'm gonna make a video showing you guys around what I've done after I have to wash it too, clean it up and everything, and clean the tires, and then just go over, show you guys um, the whole cars, how it looks and all that, uh, like individual part, what I've done and how I install it, and what I'm gonna do with it next. But after this, I'm gonna have to go to the paint shop and repaint my car. Yeah, I'm thinking about painting to metallic silver color. Metallic silver, okay? It's different than regular silver color. Metallic color is mostly gonna be real shine, just kind of like shining like this right here. A metallic color. You should know what a metallic color look like right now, just like that. Maybe shiner. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye now. It's me, Young Leo Echo, is signing out. Low riders. See how good the wing, see how good the spoiler look with the picture on the car, like from a bigger view. Cool, huh?